tunes that show us your values. You'll read those and will be kind to our own. Your minds will adapt to certain rules. Your victim is keep out.
And selfish.
Hey guys and gals, mollusks and vertebrates, welcome to another edition of the Mighty Clam Presents. And today I want to talk to you about something that is quite special to me. It's something that I personally created about 18 months ago and has been immensely useful to my alliance and several others. I'm talking about my Discord bot, MrData. And by the way, I hope you like this cartoon avatar I'm trying out. Give me something visual. I suppose I have body issues and I don't really want my face on camera, but this is a good compromise. I've found this can't even speak properly. I've found this lip syncing app that shows me as a virtual 3D avatar and gives you something to look at. So MrData, he was originally started as a tool for my alliance to track their in-game scores amongst each other. STFC, as you might know, has several stats for each player, such as power, resources raided, that you can use as scores to gauge where you are relative to others on your server. And in-game, there's leaderboards that track, the top 100 on the server. But we wanted to see where we stood in relation to our peers, comparing ourselves with our alliance mates. We couldn't give two hoots about the rest of the server, quite frankly, but we want to know where we stand relative to the rest of the alliance. And the game interface doesn't allow you to filter for alliance. So MrData was born. Sadly, Scopely do not allow access to the in-game API, so MrData cannot automatically grab the scores from the game. You've got to input them manually into the bot. But don't worry, that is very, very easy to do. It only takes a few seconds, a minute tops, and I have found that actually my alliance tend to update their scores around once a week, which keeps our leaderboard nice and fresh, so round of applause for them. So let's go ahead and show you how to first of all install this bot into your server, and to do that you would obviously need a Discord server, but you would get your browser and go to top.gg, so that's top.gg. Now once there, you can search for STFC and choose the MrData bot from the list. For some reason, actually searching for MrData doesn't work, or it hasn't worked here, but whatever, this is not my website. I know that you can find the bot by, in capital letters, typing STFC in the search bar, or you can just open the URL directly for MrData. It's available in a number of areas, or I think it's on the official Discord. If not, then I can try and get it added. But anyway, once you've found the bot, you would click on his page and click the invite button and log into Discord, and there you'll be able to choose your server from the drop down. Just briefly, MrData is a ratings bot for Scopely's mobile, massively multiplayer online role-playing game Star Trek Fleet Command. MrData also provides alliances with multiple choice automated interviewing system. No, he doesn't. I want to point out that that's an old how-to, and this page obviously needs to be updated, because I want to point out that feature was in development last year and it's since been shelved. So this text does need to be updated. So if you're trying to find an interview system, it isn't there. I just wanted to point that out. But the features that are live, and there are others, so interactive scoring system that uses the in-game stats. You do have to update these manually, as I've said, but it provides an easy visual way to compare scores between Alliance members, along with other Alliance command that makes communications between you and your Alliance members better. We do have in development, and it's in beta at the moment, it is working, a mobile push notification system for red alert emergencies. For example, you notice your Alliance member's base is being raided, you can send them a red alert which would send a push notice to their phone. And the reason why this is still in development is the iOS aspect of this feature isn't working, because Apple requires a little bit more security, and in order to access that you need to pay for a developer subscription, which is around £100 a year to be an Apple developer, and at the moment I don't want to pay that. So I was trying to come up with an alternative way to get push notifications on an Apple device. But anyway, so once you've added the bot to your server, I've added him to my test server, you'll be able to, so from that top GG you have to log into Discord after you've invited the bot, and you'll be able to choose your server from the drop down. So as you see, I've chosen my test server, the bot factory, and when you add the bot to your server, he appears in Discord like any other user, but the difference is he has the word bot next to his name. And I like to add bots into a separate group, so that in the user list they are listed separately from other users. One thing, it makes bots easier to find, and it also helps others avoid confusing the bot with real people. So to get some simple instructions on how to use the bot, you would use this help command. Just if you've used a Discord bot before, it's quite easy to do. You would type his command prefix followed by the word data help, all one word. So MrData's default command prefix is an exclamation mark. And by the way, if you want to change that, you can. One of the bot's utility admin commands is to change his command prefix to make running your Discord that bit easier. I found it's annoying when you type a command, let's say ping, and then 3 bots all reply at once because they've all got the same command prefix. So data help is the command that lists all of Data's commands. The list is quite long, so the bot will send you his reply via direct messaging, and you'll see the commands grouped by category. So to change the command prefix, you can see there towards the top of the list, there's a command called set prefix. That's all one word, so exclamation mark set prefix, and you can see the current command prefix by using the command show prefix, so that would be exclamation mark show prefix, or one word, and MrData will tell you what his current command prefix is, and that command will always work with an exclamation mark even if it's been changed on that particular server, so people can always find out what the current command prefix is. So here are the commands you'll need to set your scores. These are the commands that all your alliance members will be familiar with eventually, and some of the names are fairly long, but don't worry, every command has an abbreviated version, so you can use either, even to get help. For example, power, which is abbreviated to P, you could just put data help P, and it would print out the command help for power. So you'd get the list via DM, and if you want to see help on a specific command, you would use that command name when asking for help. So you would, let's say, power, you would do exclamation mark power exclamation mark data help space power, and hit enter, and MrData will list the help for that command in the channel that you sent the command from. He doesn't reply via DM unless you sent the command via DM. And I've found that although the command list is sent via DM, giving the help for each individual command is useful to the window that you're in, so that you can help other alliance members who want to use the bot. You can input the help command for them, and then they can read the output. To print the leaderboard of stats, so let's look at how to use the bot to update our scores. To get the leaderboard, you would use exactly the same command, but without any parameters. So power exclamation mark power lists the power leaderboard, and if we want to update my score, for example, so you can see there's only one entry on that leaderboard. That's because this is my bot test server and not my alliance server, so there aren't any players entering scores in this test server. So to input your score, you would type the command prefix, exclamation mark, the word power followed by space and the number. Alternatively, you could use exclamation mark P space the number, P short for power, and if you entered the number in commas incidentally, the bot will still understand and accept your input. I've found that sometimes the numbers are so long, actually adding the commas helps to make sure you've got it right. And you can see that it was added successfully, and if we print the leaderboard again, we can see the new score. Also, if you're an admin or a member of a privileged role, you can add other people's scores, and I've found this is useful if you want to maybe designate a few people who's going to enter the scores of everyone in the alliance. Perhaps, it's a task once a month. Not everybody has updated their scores, and you want to keep your list fresh, and or you alternatively you could do that yourself. But if you want to add a specific role to MrData's privileged list, then you would use the privileged role command, again all one word, with the name of the role as a parameter after the command. So you would do exclamation mark privileged role, all one word, space and the name of the role. Don't use the @ symbol. So if you have a role called Commodores, you would do privileged role space Commodores to add the Commodore role to the privileged list. And then anybody who has been assigned that role can use the score commands to add other people. So to add MrData, you would do exclamation mark power space at MrData. This time you do use the @ symbol, and then the score. And as you can see, MrData's score has been updated in the leaderboard. So very likely you're going to be using, I'm using Discord on a PC here, but you're going to be playing the game on your phone, and let's say you want to update your scores after playing session. So let's take a look at the game. So here you can see all the scores that can be entered into the game. The only one not listed is resources raided. For some strange reason that's not on the list, but you can obtain it from the server main top 100 ranking list for resources raided. Your score is always shown at the bottom. So if you use the initials of each one of these stats, that forms the command name. You can type in the entire name if you so desire. Just note that the player ships destroyed and the player total damage commands, MrData actually uses the word PvP instead of player, so the command would be PvP ships destroyed. But why you would want to type that when you can just do PSD? So in this example, let's add, I've got 848 missions completed, so I would open up this box and then I would app switch to Discord and I can enter the command ! missions. I could just use the letter M, 848, and missions has been updated. And let's say resources mined, that's another stat. So I would enter ! RM space 201. Let me tab back, and this is the beauty about the app switcher. The window's visible, you can quickly tab, read the number, enter it, tab back again, read a bit more of the number, because some of these numbers are very long. So 66028, and I can have all the commands entered in a matter of 1 or 2 minutes. This is very quick to do, it's very simple, and you know, the command names are the same, so you don't even need to remember them. So that is MrData. I hope that has given you some ideas of how to use this bot, and let's hope will be celebrating and go crazy with MrData for all the great things. I mean, like I say, amongst our alliance, it's fostered so much competition amongst us as we try and compete each other for the most resources raided or for the most power destroyed. You know, we still have honor. We don't hit active miners. You know, no loot, don't shoot. But it's just so much fun to compete against your alliance for the top spots. And why Scopely hasn't added this into the game, well, that would make part of the bot partly redundant, but why they haven't given us access to the API, I really don't know. Okay, thanks for watching. Please, if you do enjoy content, whether it's from the game or little videos like this to really give you some help and hints and tips on how to make your enjoyment of this game better, how to improve on your experience, then please press the like button, hit the subscribe button, and help me to grow this channel. Thanks for listening. You've been great. I've been GhengisClam. So clam on and get the beers in, and I'll see you next time in Star Trek Fleet Command. Thank you.